Alright guys, 2 more videos in this year to come. Today we're going to talk about Tobias' watch collection. Hello and welcome everyone, Konstantin aka Mr. V back with another watch collection review. Today we're going to talk about Tobias' collection. I did meet him and his wife on a watch event. He does have a great collection from my point of view. So guys, let's go dive inside his collection and let's talk about what he should add, what he should sell, and about, of course, about his overall watch collection. Let's go! Alright guys, so let's check out his collection. His first watch is actually an 1167-10 LN. I do own the 1167-13 LN, so of course I like that one. Steel version, the first GMT with ceramic bezel. I do like a lot, 40mm with a maxi case, maxi dial. GMT complication, you can't go wrong with this one, so Tobias, my thumbs up for this first watch. Second watch in Tobias' collection is the 1165-20, the pre-ceramic Daytona, which I do like a lot, with a white dial of course, which I do prefer. And yeah, I do have one small beef with the Daytona, and that's its size. I think 40mm. The watch looks, feels very small. In comparison with the GMT, it definitely feels small on the wrist. It's nothing wrong about that, but still, he does mention as well it takes some time to get into that watch. But I would say let's check out later on in the recommendation what we can do there. I think right now GMT, ceramic and the pre-ceramic Daytona with white dial. So far a great collection. Alright, let's talk about the third watch in this collection. I have to every time look at my cell phone to see which watches are there. And here we do talk about a 16750 GMT Pepsi from the 1980s. Actually it's 1981, so it's a best birth year, his birth year watch of course, which I do appreciate. Lots of patina. I could lay my hands on this during the watch event when we met, and it's gorgeous, really beautiful piece and definitely a keeper. I think yeah, the 5-digit GMTs or sport models from Rolex do have their own charm, their own spirit. I do like them a lot, and I think it's a great choice and a great thing to add this to his collection. Okay, let's talk about the next watch in his collection, which is a Submariner Hulk, green sunburst dial, green bezel. You can't go wrong with it, and he was lucky. He purchased it used before the hype started, so you get an under list price, which is great purchase, great addition to the collection, and I think as well green color does fit perfectly into his current collection with the GMT, with the Daytona, so pretty great purchase I have to say. Let's talk about Omega. Here about the Omega Speedmaster Man of the Moon limited edition. This is the version with the Hazellite crystal on the top and the sapphire crystal on the bottom, which is for me the reunion of both perfect worlds. On the one hand you get a glimpse on this beautiful Lemania movement, on the other hand you do have the vintage charm thanks to the Hazellite crystal, so when you look to the dial, the magic is happening there guys. I do love the Speedmaster. To me the Speedmaster is a better Daytona. I think I'm going to get grilled for that, but come on guys, this is how it is. This is how I feel because I like its diameter, its overall look, so yeah. The next watch in his collection is a Datejust 41, and I did start to complain about that there is a dress watch missing. With the Datejust this is solved, and I think it's a great addition. I do like and prefer the proportions of the Datejust 31 over the one of the Datejust 2, so from my point of view, pretty great purchase, great watch, and with the dial collar it definitely adds perfectly and sits greatly beside the other watches he has so far. Next watch in his collection is the Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon, which is a special one. I could lay my hands on this one too during the event, and it's a cool piece. Yeah, it's blacked out, so telling the time is a little bit more difficult, but this is not what it's about. It's about a black ceramic watch with a black strap, black dial, black indices. It's a cool piece, to be honest. Master coaxial movement, of course, what else? 44.25mm of diameter, spot on. I myself am more a fan of the regular Speedy, but he does have this already in his collection, so it's an interesting piece to add. One more information from his side. This is one of the watches he wears the most at the moment. He has got another watch he wears very often, but this one we do talk about in the next step. The last watch in his collection is the Explorer 2 orange hand black dial GMT function. Again, I think it's because Tobias does like to travel a lot, so a GMT complication does make lots of sense. I myself think would have preferred the white dial version just to add a little bit more dial color to the collection, but anyways, Explorer 2, it's an underrated Rolex, rolling. So it's a cool piece to have, and yeah, you can't go wrong with an Explorer, can you? But not just he does collect, also his wife do collect watches, and the first one is the Junghans Max Bill. Beautiful piece, golden case, white dial, nice crocodile strap. You can wear this also on NATO straps. It's Bauer's design itself is special to me. I do like it a lot, and I think it's a cool watch to have. Mechanical one, of course, so it's a great addition. As well, she did own an Oyster Perpetual in 36mm, but when Tobias purchased his Explorer 2, she actually fell in love with it, and then they decided to actually sell the Oyster Perpetual 36mm and purchase the Explorer 2 in 40mm. So this, from my point of view, is a great addition, and it's like a couple watch, which I do like. So both now do have the Explorer 2 with a black dial, he with the orange hand, she with a red hand. This is amazing. I do like this a lot. It's a nice touch, and big props, big congrats for this purchase and for these two cool watches. Right guys, this is Tobias' watch collection. I think a pretty great one. We do have Rolex, we do have Omega there. He did give me also some hints, and this is what I would like to use to check out how we can develop and continue with this collection. On the one hand, he told me that he's not feeling so much the Daytona. He does wear most of the times his Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon and his Explorer 2. So two slightly bigger watches, so I can understand why he's not feeling the Daytona. So my first recommendation is do sell the Daytona, mate. Do sell the Daytona, definitely. This could be a good step to actually increase your budget, because the market price for the Daytona, pre-ceramic Daytona, is pretty good. Another hint is that he does like the Mecha 10. What he dislikes there is a value issue. It does lose some money. It's an interesting piece. Definitely the technology is there. It's a cool watch. Can understand this consideration. So I was thinking first about adding a Carrera with a Hoya 02 movement. You do have a skeleton dial, interesting chronograph. You can even get for the tourbillon version, which would add a nice complication to the collection, but no, not for a Daytona. This would not step up the game, so to say. As mentioned, there's a Rolex, there are Rolexes, there are Omegas. So I did think a little bit more about AP Royal Oak Offshore Chronograph. This would be a step into the next level. You do talk haute horology there. I do like the Offshore line. They are beautiful pieces you can get in the price range between 19 and 22,000 euros. So this would be, I think, an interesting thought. Or if this isn't the watch you are looking after, or you wouldn't like to spend so much money, you can check also out the Girard-Perregaux Laureato. In the last review of Bernhard's watch collection, I did see and could lay my hand on the Girard-Perregaux Laureato, and it's a beautiful piece. Definitely Genta design clues, and a very special watch. So these are my two recommendations. Well, three, but I'm not seeing the Carrera in that collection. It does have some Mecha 10 design clues. You can feel that Mr. Abiva did design the recent Hoya 02 Carreras. But yeah, no, the step up definitely would be the Royal Oak Offshore Chronograph, or maybe the Girard-Perregaux Laureato, both slightly bigger, like 42, 44-ish, and they do have the Genta influence. It would definitely be a step up to the next level. Right guys, this concludes today's video. I'm eager to learn about your opinion. What do you think about Tobias' collection? What do you think about my recommendations? What would you recommend? What would you recommend to Tobias to add to his current collection? Leave a comment in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Wish all of you a happy afternoon, a good start into 2020. Take care, goodbye and auf Wiedersehen. Ciao guys!